The story of Lookism is, at least at first, an exploration of the idea of Lookism. By definition, Lookism is a construction of a standard of beauty and attractiveness, a judgment made about people on the basis of how well or poorly they meet the standard. The manhwa explores truths that we ignore or are ignorant of concerning the assumptions, the challenges, and risks that are present to both the facially challenged and their attractive counterparts. On the facially challenged side, we witness the bullying, the dehumanization, and straight up discrimination towards those that weren't gifted with blessed genes or money. We also sometimes explore what kind of impact it can have on somebody's mental state and perspective of the world if left unchecked. This is explored through the protagonist Daniel Park and his parallels with other characters. Early on, Daniel befriends someone similar to him named Duke. Through interactions we have with Duke, both Daniel and the reader often see the similarities between the two in how they looked and are treated, while acknowledging that they are two completely different people. Their differences is due to their mindset and outlook on life. One dwelled on his misfortunes, while the other fought to better himself and get seen and recognized. While eventually, as the series goes on, Duke starts to get recognition and even builds his own fan base. In comparison, we witness the different paths Daniel could have fallen through if he hadn't had access to his second body and hadn't been pushed to change. Zoe Stalker and Jiho are perfect examples. Zoe Stalker has an almost identical mindset to the previous Daniel. His resentment for the world positioning him in an undesirable life has festered so much over the years that his actions and train of thought have become more and more erratic, so much so that he was willing to commit murder. This gives a sort of insight what may have happened to Daniel if he carried his mindset and emotions into adulthood. A similar parallel can be seen with Jiho Park. Both were losers that get bullied, but Jiho stopped getting bullied and became friends with the popular kids. His desire to be seen and admired has gotten him into serious trouble until his insecurities fully caught up with him. From there on, their difference in philosophies become clear and their resolve becomes stronger until they reunite one day. There are other characters that Daniel is compared to throughout the series, such as everyone's favorite character, Vasco. Although it covers a more negative aspect of ugly people's lives, it doesn't shy away from pointing out the dangers and challenges of being attractive, especially in this social media era. While a lot of people may automatically have a more positive opinion of you for the way you look, lurking in the background are just as many haters praying for your downfall. Believe it or not, some people just want to live and not have to worry about being threatened by others operating in bad faith. Some of that negative attitude towards attractive people may be due to previous bad experiences, like with Crystal, or insecurities, like Jiho. And that's not to say that positive impressions aren't all good. They also suffer from a form of dehumanization, with people not truly even wanting to understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, and others that just see them as a piece they need in their collection. In extreme cases, that can result in stalking, which is something we are increasingly seeing online, especially with women. Lookism doesn't shy away from looking at how appearances may not only be deceiving, but also unfair. That attractive people are more likely to get lesser sentences, are more likely to get hired, etc. There are countless advantages for being attractive, which is something Daniel realizes early on in the series. Lookism doesn't just talk about natural appearances, money is also part of it as well. Better to be short and ugly but rich than tall, handsome, and broke. Or is that really the case? Different scenarios with different variables play out to challenge such thoughts, but in the end, you'll have to witness that yourself. If you enjoyed me rambling on about this series, the link to this fun webcomic is in the description. And remember, you may not have a single bad or good bone in your body, but you will still be judged the second you walk in a room. That's just the reality we live in. Peace.